Being Noble 6, this is not biased in any way. So we all remember those times, the good times, where we were playing Halo Reach. Just happily going through the campaign, fighting off brutes, elites, and whatever else came in our way. Also, those one weird big aliens that were in the mission Nightfall, I believe it's called. A little rusty on Reach lore and everything. But anyways, in the end, ultimately everyone dies. You go through and you see George, Kat, Carter, Emil die. Except for June, though. Actually, I believe later on in the Halo lore, June was sent to assassinate one of the prophets, but is essentially beat to death by brute chieftains with gravity hammers. So, two of them. So June, even though he is a Spartan headhunter, that'd be a fight pretty hard to pull off, considering he's by himself on a ship filled with Covenant. But anyways, Noble 6 chooses to stay behind. Like I said, it's been a while. I don't quite remember. I know he's offered to join them on their ship. And he says there's still Covenant left on the ground. Now, this is a smart but dumb move. Ultimately, I think he wanted to die, knowing that there would be loads and loads of Covenant. To simply think that he could kill all of the remaining Covenant on Reach would be a stretch, even for him. Now, he's a headhunter, Gen 3, who is described as being a hyper-lethal Vector and a Grim Reaper. Even with all of these, equipped with the Spartan armor, his killing capabilities, that's a little much. It'd be a little much even for Master Chief to handle. But regardless, in the end, once you eventually fight until you can't fight anymore, there's a little cutscene. You take your sidearm out and you're taking out elites after elites, as many as you can until eventually they pin you to the ground. And then this one elite gets on top of you. I do believe you smack an energy sword out of his hand and he has a smaller energy blade. I've seen people talk about how this was the Arbiter and how, that it's like the smaller energy blade. And it does appear to be that way. Like how in StarCraft 2, the Protoss have those little energy gauntlet things. Now, in theory, Noble 6 could still be alive if he took a shot to the chest from that. It didn't seem like it would go as far as an energy sword would. So, meaning it might have stabbed him in the heart, but also it might have missed something vital and he could have still been alive. Now, what I'm aiming for here is some mention of Noble 6. Not dying, but maybe being taken prisoner on a Sangheili ship or something, only to be tortured to the point where he wishes death would grant him the sweet release. But over years and years, it's just seems like Reach is but a memory. Halo Infinite, I would really like to see a reference to Noble 6 there. I would like to see Noble 6 alive. At this point in time, Noble 6, I like him better than Master Chief. I really wish him and Master Chief would get this fight side by side. That would be something we would all look forward to. A blast from the past, But, ultimately, what I'm trying to say here is I want a frickin' Halo Reach too. Something with Noble 6. I just want my boy to be alive. I want him to live and be prosperous. I feel like his death was a little weak. If you think about all of his accomplishments over the course of the campaign, it just seems unlikely that about 3 of 5 elites could get him. So I know I have a very small channel. I have 2-3 subs. But anyways, this video most likely won't get out to 343 Industries or Bungie, any of the creators of the Halo series. But maybe if a bigger channel saw this video, they could do something on this. I personally don't know if somebody has done this something similar. I know they talked about the Arbiter and the Energy Blade Noble 6 stabbed with, and he could still be alive. But I want another game. And just something that incorporates Noble 6 into the campaign, makes him an integral role in the game. You know, that's all I really want to talk about now. Halo Reach 2 would be nice. Having Noble 6 alive. His death was very bad. Also Emil. Emil was one of my favorite characters. Gonna try not to cry and get too nostalgic. But anyways, I hope you have a nice day, evening, night, whatever the time is, where you are at. And I bid you adieu.